How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Serene Madness. Today we're going to talk to you about paracord. Paracording. And today I have a special guest with me.
Mini Madness.
Mini Madness.
And
we're going to talk about some stuff that we've done. As you know, in the past I've made lanyards and key fobs and a few other things. Some paracord buddies, paracord dudes. I never really made bracelets before, and I wanted to start making bracelets. I bought some bracelet making stuff a while back, but I never started it. I just haven't gotten around to it. Till recently, in the past week, I've learned a whole bunch of different paracord weaves and all that. And we've busted out some bracelets. Me and Minnie. Minnie's actually started learning along with me, and he's really good.
And also at the end, I will make one.
And he wants to demonstrate how well he's really good. I wanted to start using a jig, but I didn't really feel like paying the $30 to $40 and up that people want for their jigs. So basically I looked at the jigs online and what people are offering, and I'm like, you know what, I can build one of those. So I did. And here it is. This is my jig. Basic simple jig for paracords, for bracelets. It's adjustable up to about 10 inches. It's set at 8 right now because I was making an 8-inch bracelet recently. Basically, you've got your female buckle down here and your male buckle up here, and it goes like this. And what I do is when I rig it up, I put it flat on the table, and then I'm able to push this part up against my belly to tighten, so I can tighten the knots down, and it's pretty good. It works really well. So it was really easy to make. All it was 2 pieces of wood. This was one piece of wood that I cut in half. It was just an old wooden toy, and this piece was an old piece of a picture frame that I routed a groove through, and all it is held in place with some wood screws on the back and a bolt that runs through the groove that is adjustable by this wing nut. And I put this paper, I glued this paper measuring tape right here on it, so you can just slide this part up and down. You can loosen it with this wing nut right here and slide it up and down to get your sizes of whatever wrist you want to make. And like I said, this one's good up to about 10 inches. Actually, I already had all of these pieces in my parts bins, so I didn't have to pay a dime for this. The only thing that I actually bought was the wing nut, because I didn't have the wing nut to fit the bolt, so I had to buy the wing nut. That was the only thing I paid for. So there's my jig, and it works really well. I can bang out a bracelet on this in about 5 minutes. So it's really good. It's pretty efficient. So that's pretty cool. I thought I'd show you that. I'm pretty proud of that, actually. So there's my jig, and Minnie will demonstrate it later on. So I'll show you what we've made. Some lanyards that I made. Here's a red one with some beads and stuff on it. You know, standard stuff that I usually make. This is the snake knot. And then just different variations of beads and colors. Here's another snake knot. A yellow one. And here's a red one, another red one with a different variation of beads on it. And here is a round sinnet that I made for breast cancer awareness, and it's got a, this is actually a keychain. It's got a ribbon on the bottom of it, and a key ring on the top. And what else? Here's a purple snake knot that I made with some tubes on it. Landed. And here's a new one. This is a really cool round sinnet that I made, and I have these paracord toggles, these ones with the push buttons on it, and I made that round sinnet. I'm really trying to get my my knots really well done. And finally, I have this little guy that I made just goofing around the other day. I was horsing around with some I had some scrap lying on my desk, some scrap paracord, and I created this little guy right there. This little keychain, this little paracord dude with a big head on it. So, my little paracord dude. So, we have another one. And this one is Minnie's very first snake knot lanyard. Would you like to show it?
I will.
And I love this. I'm very proud of him for this.
This one.
Check this out, people.
A yellow snake knot.
He did it all himself. Hold it still. Look at that. He did it all himself. I showed him the knot, and he did it. He went to town on it. And that's all him. And now, I'll show you what else we've done. We took the jig and we started making just basic cobras, cobra weave bracelets. And I do have a couple of different variations, but the only other variations that I have actually to show you, I don't have here because Mama Madness took them with her because she's wearing them. So I don't have them to show you. So these basically are all just cobras that we made. Here's one of the first. Actually, this is the first one I made right here. This one's an 8.5. The second one I made was this guy. I love the colors on this. This is like an OD green and neon green. I've worn this one a few times. I just love the color on that. This one fits me really, really well. I made that one, and then what else did we make? And then I made this one, white, and actually Minnie helped made half of it, and I made the other half.
Yeah.
I weaved half of it, and he weaved the other half of it.
We didn't actually make that long ago.
Yeah, we made this one a couple days ago.
Yeah.
So I made half of it, and he made the other half of it. So we made that one, and then we get a purple and white one. I made this guy. I love this color combination, this black and dark gray. It's kind of swatty, or stealth. I'll be making more stuff like in this color combination because I really like it. And then I decided to add some skulls to it on the other end, but I'm probably going to take this apart. And I actually noticed there's a knot screwed up right there. And I noticed when I put it on, these skulls were actually underneath my wrist. They're not above it, so you can't see them, so I'll probably just loosen it up and take the skulls off and reposition them. So we did that. Now,
I have some.
Minnie wants to show you what he did.
I made 6.5.
He made this one all by himself.
All by himself.
That was his first one.
And
then he made this one. He made this purple one the other day.
I made this purple one.
He made that purple one for his mother, but he wears it more than she does. So that's the one you were wearing today, right?
Yeah.
So he made that purple one, and he does a really, really good job at it. Or trade. If anybody's interested in any of them, just let me know. I'm more interested in doing trades and stuff with people. If anybody wants one, just let me know. Now,
here comes the special part.
and Minnie wants to show you.
We're gonna make some.
He wants to show you how he makes one.
All right. All right.
So I'm gonna set up the jig, and we'll be right back. Okay, everybody, we're back. I just set up the jig, and Minnie's gonna demonstrate to you how he does the classic
Knot.
cobra weave knots. All right, Minnie, go for it.
If I remember correctly.
Good job. Make sure you're tightening down your knots as you go.
Okay.
So the jig helps a lot when holding everything together nice and tight. Yeah, really good at this, dude. Alright, let me see what you got. And then I'll show you what he's done so far. See? The camera's picking up, it's a little dark. Alright. Here's the one that Manny just made.
Paracording. Cooking is so much fun.
There it is. There's the one that Manny just made. Who's up on the screen right now? Tim Blank J video.
I do.
So there it is. We're going to call this one the Captain America. Right, Manny?
Yep.
He did a good job, didn't he?
I did.
Awesome. This is one of your better ones. Find your Serene in a Mad World.
We're